What's going on, guys? Mike, aka Crypto Jewels. I'm going to do a Quant QNT video. Guys, first and foremost, before we get into everything, I am going to remind everybody that I'm not a financial advisor. I do this for entertainment and educational purposes only, so do not blindly follow anything I say or do. Also, guys, if you like the channel, like my content, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and notifications in order to be notified of videos that comes out. I'm going to start off on the macro, so the higher time frame, look at the overall structure of QNT and what I anticipate over the long haul. And then we will dive into the micro count and kind of look at the weeds a little bit. So let's go ahead and hop in. Also, guys, hey, I want to remind you all that I have developed a whole bunch of free trading tools. So if you want to go to my website, check out the treasure trove. There's a link below this this video. You can click on that and you can download a whole bunch of free of my trading tools that I use that could help you with your trading. So anyways, all right, let's look at QNT on the high time frame. What we're looking at is a potential impulsive structure up to start the QNT chart and the price action of Quant. Then we have a ABC down for a two wave, which looks like this, A, B, C, and then we have our two wave in, and then we have a potential impulsive wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for our one wave, and that bottomed back in June of last year. So this bottomed before all of crypto did, and this entire impulsive structure went until it peaked in October. And now we are in what I see as a corrective two wave. I'd like to see this box get hit personally, which it did technically dip into it if you extend it over right here. So, I mean, this thing could explode really upwards at any time. It's definitely had a good amount of time to get out and to shake all the weak hands out and to do what markets do. And it could pop up and head to its 3, 4, and 5 any moment, or it could drop down here. We'll get into the weeds on the micro, on what this count looks like on a lower time frame. But once this thing does bottom, I anticipate our 3 wave, which would be our next technical target on a high time frame from a swing trade standpoint, up to $1,287. And then a correction down to, let's throw the fibs on it just to get a better idea. If it bottomed here, our 3 wave could actually go to 1548 roughly, and then our 4 wave would retrace roughly back down to about $527, and then our final 5th wave could go up to 25 to 2,900 roughly, and then we would have a 4th wave back down to 800, and then a final 5th wave back up. So this is not all going to happen within the next year, guys. This is the entire macro count, macro structure of QNT's life. This could take 5-6 years in order to hit the 5 wave, as long as obviously there's nothing invalidated and it stays structurally intact. So that's my ultimate target. If this thing remains impulsive from a macro standpoint, is around $45,000 to $5,000, which from current price is about 3,500%. So nice gain, clearly, for a long-term swing trade if you are a swing trader. Now let's hop into the micro to see how I've got this structure breaking down. So there's my initial impulsive count, which is typically an Elliott wave. An impulse signifies, for the most part, unless it's a C wave, it signifies a trend change in the direction of the trend. I don't see this as a C wave. I see this as a one wave. So I believe, or it could be an A and then an ABC up, but I believe this is an impulsive wave up, and it is changing the direction of the trend, which now the direction of the trend is upwards. So I've got a WX, potentially a WXY here. So this structure breaks down as a B, C, and then you have an A, B, C up, and then potentially this red count as an ABC, or it's also possible that this was just in the three-wave ABC and your Y wave is technically in. Like I said before, on the higher time frame, I would really like to see this zone hit, but it certainly doesn't have to. So let's look at how this structure is starting to unfold here to see if we can determine whether or not this thing is going to be impulsive and just follow this orange count up in a three-wave structure, which throwing your fibs on it would be, I've got it a little shallow. Our three-wave should hit 172, and then our five-wave should hit 188 if this is impulsive. So if this is an A, B, C here, like this, if this is a three-wave correction, finishing our Y wave, this could be a 1, A, B, C to put in our 2, and now we are impulsive up for our 3, 4, and our 5 wave. That's scenario number 1. And in order to validate that scenario and invalidate this potential impulsive C wave down, I'd really like, we really need to break back above 134.99 here. But we are getting to the resistance zone where if this was a one down, we would see a 5 wave to finish this. So it'd be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, targeting potentially just the very top of this box again. But in order for that impulse, to take place, where I would like to see a rejection would be in this area here, which is where we are currently wicking into, which is our 618 to 786. That is where typical two waves retrace to. So this would be a 1, 2, and then we would have a rejection potentially here. And if it does reject in this box and it starts to become impulsive downwards, then we can assume that this thing is a 1, 2, and this will be a 3, 4, 5, taking us down to likely below, just below $100, unless the thing gets front run, and maybe doesn't get down to $100, and maybe it pumps back up around $100. But that would be if it does get rejected for the two-way. So those are my basically two potential scenarios for the next move up. So what to look for is a break above 135-ish in order to really put this count as my primary, or a rejection here between 127 and 130-ish, and then become impulsive down in a 5 wave, which would take us to, just below $100. So hopefully that helps with your guys' analysis. I will see y'all later. Have a good day.